you help me. I said, doggy, you help me. I said, doggy, you help me. I said, doggy, you help me.
No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Browns going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and... The Baltimore Ravens. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Drops it underneath to Dixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Perriman in motion right. Now Flacco. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Here's carry number 1 for Kenneth Dixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Perriman in motion right. Looking for 2 yards here on 3rd down. Flacco. And able to find John Brown. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Gurley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On the draw, Flacco to Dixon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Perriman in motion right. They'll need to get the play off quickly. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Little. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will stop right around the 25. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. In motion right is Brown. Play clock winding down. Now Flacco. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. And the offense in a great spot. It's 1st and goal from the 3. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The play clock's running down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Flacco from the gun. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
In motion left comes Brown. To pass, Flacco. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Perriman in motion right. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. That is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Passing play, Flacco. And that's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. This a 33-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down carry by Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Back to throw. Stays on his feet. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. Backing into the end zone, Flacco. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. Spins away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The man in motion is Brown. On first down, Flacco. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Perriman in motion right. Second and 10. Flacco once more. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Play that time for the Ravens. 58 yards. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And here we go on 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and goal, Gurley. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Again they run with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He hits Baldwin right side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Back to throw here. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Perriman in motion right. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. A red zone first down for Flacco. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Very short. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Perriman in motion right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. John Brown, the man in motion right. Flacco here on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Perriman in motion right. From the gun, Flacco. Over the middle, complete. It's Little. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Perriman in motion right. On first down, it's Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Perriman in motion right. Second down, Flacco now. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled. Yeah,
I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Defense showing blitz. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Perriman in motion right. First and 10 here for Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Perriman in motion right. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. On second down, Flacco to throw. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on third and long. And the back goes into motion. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
They go play action here on first down. His throw incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Flacco. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Time running out here on the play clock. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They'll give him 8 on the play, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Perriman in motion right. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So 2nd and 10 here. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Operating off play action. Flacco. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They'll set up to throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Allen's got it. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Second down now after the incompletion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
And that will be incomplete as well. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
How about this? Flacco setting to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, Finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A fourth-quarter score from the Meadowlands. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. A win would be their first of the young season. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now here come the Ravens. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. And he puts it through. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel...